Good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. Not Vietnam. Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry. Stayed up till 4 a.m. again. Like you do. You know how it is. So I've been going around and trying to prioritize the construction of centers for kids who can't read good based on lowest current dev cost so that I can, get the most value out of it. It's super tedious and not very fun to do, but it is optimal. If the goal is to try to gain crown land, which it is. Eventually we'll have them everywhere, but See, like that one's cheaper. Only costs 34, but that's because there's already a center for kids who can't read good. How long has that been that I've had it renamed the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good? I wonder. It also prioritized by trade good, although trade goods is going to be going to include trade companies. There should really be a filter on this as well. We've got a filter for territories, we've got a filter for subjects, but we don't have a filter for trade companies. And it's relevant because you don't want to be doing admin or mill clicks in trade company land. You know? Is it that difficult to just fight rebels from seizing? Probably not. I did notice that because of the disparity between the nobles, we've had on increased levies for most of the campaigns, so they had a lot of the crown land. As I did a lot of dev yesterday, all of the other estates are down to 0% now. So now, when we remove the Ulema and the Brahmins from existence for the thing, we're going to not gain any crown land anymore, which is sort of unfortunate. We do have 5 available max absolutism, so we could turn on 1 privilege. I'm not sure if there is any specific privilege that's the most valuable. Possibly reform progress growth would be nice, but it's not going to give us very much because they don't have a lot of influence. Like 6%, it's not that big of a deal. Yep, we did court and country yesterday. We're well on our way. We have 73% of the required provinces for Hindustani. Core creation cost -10. And that requires the rest of this land over here. Basically everything that's marked in vital interest right now we require for either a mission or for the Hindustani culture group. So I wrote this down because in Jumper, Mughals is a word synonymous with manure. Now I find that to be a bit rude. So I don't understand why they were able to rival us. Oh, right, we were on Tech 18 for a while. We delayed our tech, so they rivaled us, and therefore they said naughty words, and so we're going to give them the what for, and take their stuff in 4 years. Beyond that, we have been slowly losing tributaries because alliance chains, basically. I switched them all back to admin point generation. I checked all the edicts. How much Diplo rep do we have? We have 6.55. We currently have loyal subjects, so diplomatic integration cost is down by 40%, and we can turn on our privilege eventually in 47 in 2 years for an extra 15% integration discount. So it's kind of tempting to maybe integrate some other subjects soon. This should be a trade company. Look at how much more money we instantly make based on that. Wow, money. It's really a sort of weird mixing. It's so much more work. I remember I talked about this yesterday. The reason why we're doing like here's a states map mode, right? So we've got some that are full states and then some that aren't. And the way we were deciding that is based on if it's got a center of trade or not. So if it has a center of trade, we add it to a trade company, and therefore it stays a state. If it's not a center of trade, we don't. And then the effect is Goods produced plus 78.7%. It's so significant. However, it's so much more work. A lot easier to just trade company everything. Is there a particular reason why exclamation quote are not updated? Moderators, I'm not sure if it's something maybe a different moderator was more consistently adding. There's just like a command that they have to type that adds quotes. So if they haven't been updated in a while, either the command was forgotten or the moderator that normally did it, which I think was Bellisturk, has stopped doing it. What's the plan today? Same plan we have every day. Kilk, try to take over the world. We could do missionary strength with the Janes. The Janes? No, the Janes are kind of like burgers. With the Ulema. Missionary strength +1, tolerance to the true faith +1. Since we've got 5 absolutism available, we could also get some morale of armies. 5% morale of armies is nothing to scoff at. We did fight both. I'm gonna turn on the missionary strength since we have conversions to do. We're wasting 1 ammon point a month because we're over the policy limit. We fought the Ottomans yesterday, and we also fought Russia yesterday, so they're both paying us fat ducats. 32 gold a month from Ottomans, 22 gold a month from Russia. The Ottomans are still our rival, and they're going through a disaster of some sort. So they've got Decadence, minus 39.5 fort defensiveness. So in our war against them, pretty much every fort had 3-day siege sticks. Because they've just got, you know, I don't know how high Decadence can go. I would maybe assume 100, possibly. But right now we have a truce with them until 46. July of next year. So it's probably time to go tax the Ottomans again. We brought all of our troops to the front lines in order to fight the Russians. Where's a good high supply province to meet up in? Down there. We lost Khorasan as a tributary. I think we did actually barely manage to eke out a few more transports. So we can have a second transport fleet. Because we got sailors from Great Britain. When can we do that again? In November of 48, in 3 years. Don't let me forget. I need to remember to do that. So yeah. They've lowered it a bit. It was 41, it caps at 50. So how do the Ottomans actually lower it? I want to continue to eat all of the people. I definitely want to eat Bengal. This node in particular, the Bengal node, is like our weakest trade node right now in the overall trade like loop. So let's see what we can do. We've got Pegu as a tributary, and they've conquered most of the coastal stuff. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the trade nodes. Although it is downstream from them. I wonder what they're even doing with their trade power. They're collecting here. I think they made a, they made this into their main port in order to take advantage of the Bengal node. We need to just take over all of the centers of trade here. I think it's maybe time to kick Pegu to the curb. He's given us, he's got 36 troops. He's the biggest one. He's given us 9 monarch points a year. Almost a monarch point a month, but I don't like how he's got so much control of this trade node. Also, at some point we need to integrate Ava. His cores are expiring. We have a truce with Bengal? We do have a truce with Bengal. Mewar, how many points are you giving me? 4 per year? At some point we gotta kill this guy. We gotta take over all of India. So I think we start our 5-year truces now. It's just a few monarch points, right? No big deal. We considered vassalizing Orissa, and he would still accept. We have a relationship slot open. I have not been doing very much returning of cores, because we were focused on doing other things. And the fact is that we're just going to end up with permanent claims on all of India. And the other fact is that we're actually better at integrating land directly than we are at diplomatically integrating. So normally the advantage to using vassal feeding is that it's 10 admin points to full core province per development versus 8 diplo points to integrate a province per development. But we have significant disparity in our core creation cost modifier. We have 50%, and then we've got another 5% that we can turn on here in 1660 again, 15 years. And then we can get another 10 from Hindustani, and then you get 25 from the permanent claims. So that's 55% plus 10% once we have all of Hindustani, plus 25 from the permanent claim. It's 90% reduced integration cost. So if it's 10 base admin points and we're only paying 90% of that, and we're only paying 1 admin point per development. When we look at the diplo integration cost, at best, I can get this right now to 55%, but loyal subjects is going to drop off, and that's really hard to force to come back when you want it. We don't have parliament, so we can't get the 15% from the parliamentary debate. So let's just assume we can really only have 40% consistently. That means we're paying 8 diplo points times 0.6, right? So it's 4.8. It's 4.8 times as expensive for us to integrate land diplomatically as it is for us to integrate land through conquest, at least in India. Now, there is the aggressive expansion factor to consider. It's 1/4 as much to use return core versus direct conquest. But this is all part of one big area of, these culture groups are quite small. The religious group is quite small. So, like, I don't think AE is going to be a real problem here. In fact, we only have a little bit because of the tributaries as well. So, yeah, I think that we just direct conquest. Admin efficiency does apply to both annexing and coring. That's why I didn't consider it. It'll be the same relative saving whether you're doing diplomatic integration or direct coring. So it's a wash. Any mission progress? We're working on pacifying the Punjab. We need to conquer a few more provinces up here. We do have the ability to integrate the Timurids, so I'm trying to get them up to 190. They unfortunately lost all of their cores. Was never in a position to actually take advantage of the Timurids. So that's a thing. We did just truce out Yarkand recently, and I do need one of his provinces, and I didn't notice that. We've got at least one more war with Delhi. War score cost for Delhi is 99% right now. It would be nice to maybe stack some more of the war score cost versus other religions monuments. So we might want to fight Spain soon and take over Malta now, for the extra -15. I think there was this 2% missionary strength is something I'm also pretty interested in. This one, we would have to conquer the entirety of this culture group, Castilian culture, to make it accepted. Is a little bit of a big ask just to get one monument. Wouldn't mind getting the Lisboa monument or sailors modifier to help our sailor situation. But we're currently allied to Portugal. Yeah, and then taking clay from the Ottomans. Rome gets us a missionary. We can use this. We can't use this. Needs to be Catholic and state or syncretic. Unless, is it a triggered modifier or something? Is it a province modifier? Yeah, okay. It's annoying how they hide stuff like this, Like, I feel like this should be a triggered modifier, not a province modifier, because if you don't know it's there, you don't know it's there. Like, whereas if it's a triggered modifier, you can be like, oh, so these are the conditions I need to satisfy? Own Rome as a non-Catholic country? Great. Strange. Anyway, we have these new regiments. They're purple. That's neat. Rajput regiments. Not very many of them, only up to 35. But, that's neat. Nature. Our template right now is 18018s. Let's add 18 artillery here. Get the stack ready to actually be useful. Oh, that's 16. Supply is 49. Supply can go to... 49 is probably the best location we can... And unless we want to go to our capital, we should go to our capital. Being strong enough to win a war for us. You want to have them win the war over here? I do think we have one army in position, so that's not a bad war to consider. Right now, it's just all about being as efficient as we can, you know? In spreading out our aggressive expansion and stuff, and timing our truces and whatever. Let's scootage the Timurids, because I do want to integrate them. Honestly, I'm probably just going to integrate Ava. Ava has a couple more cores we can return. Not many. We're kicking Pegu to the curb. I do want to keep spying on the Ottomans. Okay, let's play. Religious Center has done all of the provinces that it can do. Where did our merchant go that we were using for... I think I put him back over here. Okay. Don't have enough control in that node. Switch back to just trade power for now. Anything else to convert here? Yes, slots. Here. Yes, slots. Alright, so we have Jin we need to kill. Because it's war with Korea and Manchu. I want to take my time and like actually look around at monuments over here, see if there's any we can use. I think there was one in Japan that does a thing, right? High network construction and is useful for feasibility. The culture group is Japanese and it needs to be accepted our own. So conquer all of the Japanese and then we can have 10% loyalty with all estates, 10 more max absolutism. Liberty, desire, and subjects minus 10. That's useful. This one requires us to have the wrong religion. This one is based on culture only, so this would work for us. Free war taxes. That's useful. Sounds like Japan needs to die. We're not friends with Japan, right? Who's Japan's friends with? Japan has no friends. Interesting. Well, if we fight Jin, we can take a province from Korea to get adjacency so we can fabricate on him. Seems reasonable. Korea's allied to Russia. We just got done fighting Russia, like, at the very end of the session yesterday. So we took money in war reps only. Probably better to just let the truce run so we keep getting the war reps from them. How exactly are you supposed to develop Mount Fuji? I'm not sure, Adric, where Mount Fuji is. So are we talking about the monuments I was just looking at? I think that's over here. Is it? This. How exactly are you supposed to develop it? How do you upgrade a mountain? Well, development doesn't represent the mountain. It represents the people and the communities that live there, right? When you do dev clicks, you're not deving the land, you're developing the... Ushitic gives an extra missionary, Iranian gives extra advisor costs, Korean gives idea costs. We just have to, I mean, it's a priority list, right? Opportunity costs, where can we go, what's efficient, all that crap. That's what we gotta consider. VJ is allied to Shun for some reason. We don't have CBs on VJ yet, so we're not gonna mess. Oh, Sapir died. We're not gonna mess with him until later. Get the transports over to here. We still have Luristan as a subject as well. He does have some cores. Can you show a number of provinces for religions in the ledger? Sure. Religions, number of provinces. Ibadi is up to 269. 12 countries. That is something to consider. How many countries need to be of your faith to get the full +5 tier 5 bonus? And what is the tier 5 bonus again? Is it worth maybe trying to create more Ibadi countries rather than integrating them? Yeah, I see it says here you need 20 to be on the next tier, but it doesn't say what you need for the 5th tier. Because, paradox. Who would ever want to know what you need for 5 tiers? You only ever want to know what the next tier is, right? 50. That's a lot of countries. Okay. Well, I think we attack Mr. Shun for some more cores, now that Ming is loyal. We can spend a few months getting our armies into position first. The ones that are over here and black flagged and marching home. Here's the Songhai is up. Still have no sailors. We have a little bit of money. Let's see if we can build some more docks. Docks and dry docks and stuff. I need more money. We need more income. We need to become economic hegemon. 20% missionary, 20% manpower and true faith, if T4, 20% missionary maintenance cost. That's it? That's not very much. That's just money. 20% missionary cost is pretty irrelevant, I think. Are we at 99 and not all the way? Ah, we don't have 100% religious unity at the moment. Okay. Well, we're working on that. Bum, 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 bum. Who wants to be the first general of the day? Is it an achievement for tier 5 Defender of the Faith? Yeah, I almost certainly have that. Just playing as Catholic, right? Dr. Quacksalver. Nice, dude. That is a beastly roll, man. Sweet. Alright, I decided that we're kicking Mewar out of our trade company, or tributary status. We're also kicking Pegu out. That does give us a 5-year truce, but we need to murder that land sooner rather than later. I think troops are probably in position enough. Let's do Reconquest here. We're not going to co-belligerent Mr. VJ. We're just going to white peace or separate peace him for money and war reps while we wait for more claims. But let's take care of some Ming. Get another age bonus. Gain travel costs. Monthly devastation minus 0.25. Whatever. I'm not going to use these. Gotta repath since we lost that subject. We have tech coming up in 3 years. Do another diet. Build a manufactory. Do base tax. Or build a thing to gain base tax. Get up to 313 troops. We have room for that, and I did just queue up 18 more artillery, so... Morale of armies +5. This lasts for quite a while, too. It's a 10-year modifier. Get a half price of diplomats. Build a marketplace. We'll do the build an army thing for the, that modifier. Bum, 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 bum.
It's over 9,000!
Okay. Kimovis, thank you for 59th month subscription. I caught spying on the Ottomans just now. It's unfortunate. Top off relations with Loristan. I want to do great power influence on the Timurids so we can start integrate him sooner rather than later. Don't have military access through Gujarat, and I doubt he'll give it to us because he's mad. So many things to think about, man. Busy. Since when are the Timurids Ibadi? Since they're our subjects. And we forced them to be. Spain is claiming our provinces. Oh no. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. We'll take Beijing for the ticking war score. These armies are taken for freaking ever. Oh god, that's right. We have armies that are way up north. Forgot about them. They can also head to here. Just want everyone to convene here. The logistics of moving your armies around, I've forgotten how... It's been a while since I've done, like, world conquesty type crap, you know? It takes a long time to move armies all over the place. 69-day siege, nice. Isn't one faith basically world conquest? Pretty much, yeah. Did you manage to get over 100% absolutism cap? If you went over, are there any privileges worth using? I just turned on Enforced Unity of Faith for extra missionary strength, because that's kind of relevant to what we're currently doing. We have this on because we were trying to get the loyalty equilibrium with the Jains above 50 to make it easier to seize land every 5 years. The Rajput's already trend above 50, these guys trend here, this guy trends above 50, so we turned on supremacy of crown over the crown for that same reason, just so that everyone trends and I don't have to deal with rebels, and we still have increased levy on. At some point I'm going to want to get rid of this, I think, maybe turn on something different. We shall see. Worth it to revoke from Mand Sabdars. Yeah, if we want to seize more, we will have to revoke it. Exactly. Soon. In fact, the last time I seized, we probably didn't get the full 5%, did we? I can't remember if I checked to see how much crown land everyone else had. But the fact that they're all at exactly 0 makes me think that we probably missed out on a little bit. So, it's just the rebels. Yeah, yeah. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Have the... There is another ship coming out. That is our 40th ship. So let's grab our fleet over here. We're down to just 10 heavies total. They've been dying because we don't have enough sailors to reinforce them all. I'm gonna still split them between the two. I might need to build some more heavies if we get some extra sailors. Definitely want to get going on that fort. You can go to here. Nope. Still no military access through here, huh? Okay. Guess in that case, we'll just sort of stay spread out over here. Bum, 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 bum. Game feels laggy considering I just loaded. I don't know why. Probably because we're first rank great power and it's a worldwide war and lots of subjects and we're just all over the place. Maybe if I turn on drill here, it will trigger BJ to want to like kill the hunting, like hunt the drilling armies, and maybe he'll ask for access through Gujarat for us. That would be convenient. I should be checking to see where the missionaries are and make sure we're actually running missionary edicts wherever we can. Is Ming vassal with Ibadi religion? Yes, they are. Unfortunately, all of their land is still Confucian because they turned on the guaranteed Dhimmi autonomy thing. So we're going to have to integrate Ming in order to get all of his land converted. No military access. Armies are almost home. This army lost all of its drill going into Russia. Russian winter is harsh, isn't it? Fortunately, it takes us not too long. We have 140% increased army drill, so 2 per month. It's going to take 50 months, a little bit over 4 years to get all of our drill back. In fact, a lot of our armies don't have full drill. Did that last transport get done? It did. Go down to a 40 stack of these and auto transport to here. So I've got 13 artillery with this stack right now. That's 14. I need 4 more. Get to 18 here. Okay. What is the fleet in your port in West India? West India is a transport fleet. We have 2 transport fleets. We were down to just 1 transport fleet for a while because we don't have enough sailors to actually build more ships at all. Sort of sucks. Kind of annoying. Still no military access there. They took back their capital. They're on Tech 19 to our Tech 19. Well, VJ is just to get them out of the war for money war ups, since they're a secondary participant. We don't have any claims on them, and we're using Reconquest right now. So that shouldn't take too long. We've also got Mr. Who was it? It was the 3rd person in the war. This little island guy. We do have full influence now, so unjustified demands minus altogether, I think, 60%. Because of, it's minus 50, and then it also is affected by all power costs minus 10. So, might want to start just taking clay whenever we want. Or we could just wait for Tech 22, which is not too far off. Things will go a lot faster once we get access to the correct CV. Why are you trying to go around Gujarat? Because he won't give us military access? Instead of transporting with your fleet? Well, right now I just noticed that they need drill. Using only 2 stacks. So I see what you're saying. You're saying it's kind of silly that we're trying to go around instead of just... Doop, doop. Yeah, but they don't have full drill, and 2 stacks is plenty, right? Unless they're going to come up here and hunt my army, which they're clearly doing. They are actually pretty good at taking forts back, huh? Not showing that we're gonna have a battle. We are faster than they are. Good. Sorry, but you're too slow, sir. We have a lot of forts that still need to be upgraded, I think. Really easy to fall behind on forts and just, like, forget that you need to do it. Syrians. I wish there was a filter on the forts thing to only show existing upgrade, like... This is just so... Like, some of this stuff is so easy to come up with. Like, if I were making DLC for this game, it'd be so fucking easy. Like, how convenient would it be if there was a button to only show the locations with existing building upgrades? You know, like... Yeah, granted you can do it based on the ones that have 0 building availability, because it's not going to take a building slot, but it's not quite the same thing, you know? Like, it's such a common thing. Like, I just want to upgrade the existing forts only. I don't want to build new forts, you know? Happens every campaign. How come no one's thought of this yet? Come on, Paradox. Get your shit together. Alright, that's a little aggressive, but, you know. That's kind of how I roll. We have too many monarch points. Did my... all of the courthouses that I started at the beginning of today's session get done? I don't know. I'm going to assume yes. I built them. Yes, they're all done. Alright, we're safe to do a whole bunch of dev clicks. Now, the nobles are immune to seize land, but they're not immune to development clicks, so they will be losing a lot of development now. Pate can be developed. We already have dev cost on. Ah, we're at 79% prosperity. Really would like to wait for some more then, huh? It would be convenient. Imagine saving another 4.5 on every click. You know what I think we should do? Let's revoke the increased levies click now. That gives us a little bit more absolutism to work with, and I think I will turn on the dev cost -5 one. Ah, shit, that's 10 absolutism for that. That's kind of a lot. Well, if we trade it for this, I have room. And they should still trend above 50, because now they have 10% loyalty from that. That's good. We now have 13 cost. Alright, we still want to prioritize Diplo Dev, because that's the one that makes us the most money, but we'll back it up with military clicks. Let's expand infrastructure. We'll take this to 25. Calpy. Dev cost edict. Buhera. You have dev stuff here. 20 dev cost. Wow. It's pretty good. Pretty good for a Highlands province. Alright, good enough for now. Monarch points be gone. Oh yo. Actually, I guess we'll dev over here as well. Now we can wait for prosperity. Would sorting buildings by cost be a working solution? That's what I have to do. That's how I do it. I do it like this. But the problem is that okay, wouldn't it be great if every province had the same cost? The problem is that some locations cost less because there's actually trade goods that reduce the cost of local construction. Right? So like the confusion is it 414 because it has a level 2 fort, or sorry, level 1 fort, and I'm upgrading from level 1 to level 3? Or is it just cheap because of the local wood that makes the building cheap? You know, I don't know. That's the problem. That's why I'm frustrated with it, you know? I see a problem, I whine. Or at least talk about it. Ming does have better defensiveness than I do, by quite a bit, so we should still be transferring forts to him. Probably why they're able to get the forts back from us so quick. Not to mention Ming has money and I like money, so. Here, how about you both stop drilling and we'll use more armies here. Apparently our army was in a battle and I didn't notice. Whoops. More than one army on the Ming front might be good as well. Timbers are integratable now. When can I delete this thing? I want to turn this off. 47. May of 47. In a year. Don't let me forget, Jimmy. Only 13 diplo points to integrate, and maybe we just do it now. It's fine. Do an agenda. Get prestige that we don't need. Build a training field. Do diplo or manpower dev to gain manpower. That one's pretty good. There's our truce with the Ottomans. So close to prosperity here, but I can hold off. You don't need to do the agenda right now. Brython, thank you for your sub. Baker's dozen. 13 months. That's a good number. Let's see, who has the least drill? These two can stay in drill. You're gonna go to... Oh, we have access now. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd eventually ask for access. Definitely liking the idea of quality ideas for our next ID group so that we can stop having our armies not win. And I can, like, make the game a lot easier for me to micro. Ming is very difficult to see here. 65 reasons away from her kicking VJ out. We have actually currently no armies that are working on Shun, but Ming is over there. Maybe he's taking care of it, who knows. I think the problem is more pronounced in the temple building. You want the best value for the least cost, and when you get access to level 2 church, no matter how you sort, you will have to do the math to figure it out. A checkbox for upgrades only would solve that. Exactly! But that's my idea, so when Paradox makes it into a DLC and they charge us for, you know, quality of life upgrades that should have been in the game 10 years ago, yell at them, not me. I don't think I'm the first person to think about it, or come up with it, but, you know. Any centers of trade here? No. This can be a state. We have game day relationship slot. Might as well vassalize people. That's kind of how we ended up with our current vassals, is just, you know, if they're willing to be a vassal, then we just sort of did it. Ara actually does have returnable cores. Let's guarantee him. Mamluks are losing their cores as well. So, next war with the Ottomans, I think it's going to be a direct war deck on them to actually get land back. We want to stay at max -100, I think. Before Paradox fixes it, they'll make a brand new feature with other problems. More likely, they'll fix it, or they'll add it, and then they'll add another feature in the future that makes it so that the fix doesn't actually fix it anymore. Quick, if you can come up with an example where they've done that, then you get a brownie point. I know that there are examples of that exact thing, where, you know... Oh, I can think of one. Paradox adds sailors to the game. Paradox adds auto fleet transport to the game. AI can't handle sailor maintenance, so it's a player-only mechanic to lose 1% of your sailors per month. So, auto fleet transport doesn't really work right, because it paths through open sea tiles and makes your units take attrition because the AI doesn't suffer attrition. But the player does. So the auto fleet transport's it's like kind of jank and kind of trash, you know? Just a little jank. -23. Black flag via cancel access. Yeah, they stopped that being a thing for one major patch, I think it was, and then suddenly it came back again. Clearly, they don't want that to be a thing in the game. Where did the army that lost go? I think that's this one. We need to deploy an army over into Shun again. Probably be this one. They are gonna head to here. Hopefully it doesn't take them an eternity to get there. Honestly, this army should maybe go to over here. Here's a perfect example of what I just talked about. Look. Open sea. Unit will take attrition. How hard is it, fucking game, to just stick to the coast if it's the player? And let the AI do what the AI does. But when it's the player, like, fucking don't do stupid shit. Even here, look. Why are you going through the open sea? You're killing my dudes, man. You're killing my drill. You're killing my manpower. You're killing everything. So dumb. Sorry. This was bound to happen. You know that I get stressed out when I play into the late game of E4 and the game starts to lag and like run like shit, and that was the intent behind doing this achievement run, but it's probably gonna get worse before the end of the run. Like, I'm gonna get a little whiny at some point. Sorry. That's just what happens when I, you know? Local dev cost. Alright, sure. We can keep drilling. This army needs to recover and drill. But it's like justifiable whining, right? At least. It's honestly, it's horse shit that it works that way. It is. Granted, I need to try to handle it with some more tact, but it's just stupid. Let's see, where do we have access? I think it's gonna be faster to use our boats to transfer these armies over instead of trying to walk through that mountain range. We also just need more armies. We have room for a few more troops, but not many. If we just had more armies, I wouldn't have to, like... worry about shipping them around as much. These guys need more drill, though. Why take quality when you can take quantity? Because it's... Sorry, is that a real question? Talk more? No, okay. I couldn't tell if you were memeing or not, but... Some people will legitimately ask that question and not know the answer, so... Okay, let's have you auto-transport to here without going through the open sea tile, because that's stupid. Just walk over here. No, they can't walk. We don't have access. Okay. Could have both transport fleets available for this. Just gonna manually tell the transport fleet to come up here so that it also doesn't suffer attrition. That's, again, part of the reason why I'm frustrated is that this sailor's problem wouldn't be a problem if our fucking ships would stop auto-transporting through the open sea. Ugh. You know, like, it's costing manpower and it's costing sailors. Every time they move into an open sea tile, the fleet and the army suffers an attrition tick. Grumpy. Would there be consideration to go quantity for the manpower to build more monuments? I think that at this stage, we're mostly just using money to build monuments. Gained movement speed on a leader, cool. We can take tech in another year, and there was a policy I wanted to turn off, but I can do that in a few more months. Need to get an army up onto Beijing. Transport fleet is going to bring these guys over to here. We do have access through VJ now. We'll help him with his rebels because we're nice guys or something. Man, I was watching a campaign, like one of my earliest campaigns, the England, Ahistoric England campaign. Do you guys remember when there were four provinces in Ireland? Just 4. Can you imagine how much easier it would be to do a world conquest when there's only 4 provinces? Like, the addition of states was good. I think it made the game more fun, but it's so much more. There's so many damn provinces now, you know? It's so much more work to actually conquer everything. And control every army and move everywhere. And Old Man yells at clouds, more news at 11. Tadufu, thank you for your 13th month. Big Game Bargain Hunter, thank you for Twitch Prime. Province creep is insane. Yeah, it seems like every other patch, it's like we added 16 more provinces to this region. And it's like treated universally as a good thing. But is it though? You know, like, is it? Why don't you auto-transport to here? That should be a safe move. Local missionary strength minus 10%. We're going at 9.9% per month, and it's at 88.7, and it takes 3 months for events on the screen to go away, so I don't want to move toward legalism. Let's just leave the event up, and then I can click the second button after the conversion's done. Sneaky, sneaky. We are not being prompted to add land to states, so we are over the governing capacity cap. Whoops, all the dev clicking that I've been doing has cost us issues. I do need to spend 50 government reform progress at some point to delete the 2 estates so that we can turn in a mission, because otherwise we're not going to get them influential and loyal enough. But for now, I guess we're just going to have to walk back the expanded infrastructure. They should have been... I should have come out ahead having done those. Gotta walk back all of the expanded infrastructure in Master Pate, Osage. More important that we have more states than that we have a single modifier in one. What? Ah, shit, I just deleted a... I think I lost the building slot? Or... yeah, it's not a manufactory that got deleted. This castle needs to be upgraded. What do I want to do in May? Revoke a policy. You guys are really doing a good job of trying to help me remember to do stuff. We have a little bit of cash. I don't have any monuments that I need to upgrade. We probably need to do some state houses. Gotta do it by trade good. Make sure we're doing it in gems. And in... what were the other 2? Paper, glass, gems. Here's another idea. I'm just coming up with all these great ideas today. You know how each of these manufactories has, like, this one, impressive, more effective on salt, fish, naval supplies, tropical wood, more effective on paper, glass, gems, more effective on provinces with grain, fish, livestock, wine. How about a filter that only shows the effective trade goods? Effective trade goods filter. Click. Why make me click this and find the symbol and remember which ones it's effective in? Why do I have to do that work, you know? I've already forgotten. It's paper, glass, and gems. And every time you go, you gotta resort it, and it, old man yells at clouds 11. Oh, I don't think I have any other paper, glass, gems. Okay. Can a mod do that? I don't think so. I don't think so. We need more courthouses. Did that missionary finish their job? Not quite. I didn't even let the game run for a month. Wow. Okay. A mod could... okay, there is a solution I could think of. A mod could make it possible, but it wouldn't be Iron Man and achievement compatible. You could just mod it so that the structure can't be built. You could create 2 separate structures. The State House with double effect, which can only be used on paper, glass, and gems, nowhere else, and then a secondary version of the State House that has half the effect that can be built anywhere. Except for those 3 locations. That would be the only solution I can imagine actually working. I need to do something with these diplomats. Can we spy on the Ottomans again? Yes. Can we spy on Russia? Good. We should also be doing counter-espionage when we can on our rivals, because they are salty, and they don't like us. And they're doing reductions to our trade power and stuff. Now that it's converted, we don't care if the local missionary strength goes down by 10. I don't want to move towards legalism. Advisor costs plus 10, though. That's kind of gross. How much does stab cost right now? If we weren't at +2 stab, it is basically free. Still over the governing capacity? Holy shit, even after walking back those clicks? I thought I had done enough. Alright, well, let's walk it back everywhere that we're already big, although I probably should check. So, I feel like this is another thing. This is like note number 3. So, when you click this, it tells you all the things you're going to lose, but there should be an alert specifically that says, warning, like, you're going to lose one of the manufactories. So, like, if you've built 2 manufactories in a location, and the expanded infrastructure is what's allowing you to have that, it doesn't tell you you're going to lose the manufactory, it just deletes it. And I shouldn't have to check each icon, which is different, by the way, based on culture and religion and stuff. I shouldn't have to check them to see if I've got 2 different manufactories in a province. Like, I know that's a manufactory, and an impressment office is a manufactory. So yeah, if I delete this, one of them is going to go. But notice how the pop-up is just the same. No indicator that you're going to lose a building. I'm either on a roll today, or I'm just bitching a lot. One of the two. This is a good location, potentially, for a manpower state, and I think I did do some manpower dev here. We try to take this to 25, so we can upgrade this to level 3 center. Maybe. I'll leave that one for now. Keep that one. This one we're done doing. This was for monument upgrades. Are we losing a manufactory? No. Honestly, I should just walk them all back, and if it deletes a manufactory, who gives a shit, really? Fuck, it just deleted a manufactory. As soon as I stopped looking, it deleted one. It even plays the sound effect to make you feel bad, like, idiot. I can't believe you just clicked that button. You know? What about here? We've got textile manufactory. Okay. Revoke policy. Thank you. For now, we're gonna keep on... I want to keep the AE impact on as much as possible. But, I also want to have space for diplomatic annexation cost -15, so I want to integrate the Timurids, or sorry, Ming, probably after we're done returning all of his cores. It's probably about time to get rid of Ming. That will cause us some governing capacity problems, but what can you do? Alright, do I care about being not at that much stuff? I don't want the advisor costs. But I guess we can, and I'll just turn on this privilege now. So I want the AE impact anyway. Okay. God, Jesus, so many pop-ups about mysticism and stuff, you know? Okay, now we have access to more states, which is what we wanted all along. This land, specifically... Alright, we need... Multan area. That is here. You definitely need to be a full state. We need the... Lahore is here. This one as well. I would make these into trade companies if the land was converted already. Main goal right now is to make sure that all the land that's required for this is stated and autonomy is coming down. Kashmir. Kashmir area. We don't own any of it yet. We do own some of it, and it is stated. Okay. Because of the mission, we will run monthly autonomy change here, even though it's not a very good policy. Bum, bum. And that load off for now. Bum, bum. Can't lower autonomy while we're at war. You can raise autonomy while at war, but not lower. Bum, 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 bum. We're almost done with our war. I have no truce with the Ottomans. Do we want to try to fight the Ottomans right now? Again? How quickly do we want to get involved with the Ottomans? We're actually losing our fight. We've got artillery in the front row. Of course we are. Let's retreat to a offensive location. Focus on our sieges. This guy have like a tech advantage? He does. He's got military tech 20 over us because I'm waiting for the full discount. Get you up onto the war goal. Take a tech in 3 months. We can do our cores. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. They do have monuments that we want, yeah. I only have like 2 armies here that 2 armies that are like nearby the Ottomans right now, and we would definitely want 3 to 6 of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we have in Africa? I have none over here. I have none here. None. None. There's a transport fleet. Transport fleet number 1 and transport fleet number 2, and they're both suffering attrition for no reason. I wonder how smart this is going to be. Through open sea tiles? Oh my god, it actually stuck to the coastline. Amazing. Amazing. I'm putting a lot of troops over here because I'm planning on attacking Korea. Lost a general. Who shall lead? We have a truce with Songhai too. We were allied to them. I think I broke the guarantee, but I don't know if I broke the alliance. Enezwar. Not the best roll, but good enough, I suppose. Let's see. We are still allied to them. They're never going to accept vassalization. We've got a royal marriage with them as well. We don't need to be the friends anymore. We only did that so we could get court and country done. Looks like Portugal's dying again. I did get claims on Spain, didn't I? Did they already expire? I swear I got claims on Spain. Hamlets are capped out. Ava's pretty much capped out. There are monuments in Japan that I want as well, so I feel like doing the Japan War instead of the Ottoman War probably makes more sense. Let's transport fleet head up to here. I think our fleet might be losing. Ming is trying to help. We don't have any admirals for the combat navies. We should probably... I need to get sailors again. Can I get sailors from Great Britain again? Yet. In November of 48. In 1 year, Jimmy, don't forget that we can get sailors from Great Britain. And then we can build some more heavies and stuff. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and add an admiral to each of the transport fleets. Who shall swim? It's a trap, 1994. Nice. And one more. Prague. 21-21. 21-21. Nice roll as well. We must have a lot of naval tradition. 89.2 is not bad. We're gonna go here. Our main fleet doesn't even have a admiral either. Let's get a third. I mean, spending this many monarch points on sailors or on naval stuff is kind of silly, but it's probably more economically efficient than doing a dev click. So, Bravesville. Here's another point for rant. Why does it show a checkmark for asking for sailors, but you can't click due to timer? Good point. Like, why is I've harked on this for so many fucking years. Tooltips should show you how you got there. You should not bury information in a tooltip. I shouldn't have to put my mouse here to see why. Again, imagine if instead of having your prestige, it just said nothing, and to find your number, you had to put your mouse over the prestige icon. You know, like, I agree. It should be a red check mark because either they don't have enough money, right? It's not just the timer. It's other things too. Like, they don't have enough money to give gold. They don't have enough sailors. They're at war. Like, it's just always a green check mark, so far as I know. So the green check mark is functionally useless, right? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we got the war goal. Our goal here is to use return core to Ming all of the cores. That we can. Gonna be multiple wars to do this, so I guess we should probably... Oh, that border gore though. Ba-bum. Do I care about the border gore? Maybe I don't care. It's coastal, we can walk, we've got transports over here. I'm not gonna bother trying to find the right provinces. Make it pretty. We'll just do multiple wars. Well, maybe Ming would do better if, like, we prioritize down here. Yeah, fine. Shun. We can't just click. Apparently. Except that it's going to highlight ones that cost Diplo points. It's the reason I like to use the return core one. No cores there. Prioritize centers of trade and coastline provinces. Could try to get it to exactly 100. Hard to believe that that's the same amount of war score cost. He just has a lot of cores though, you know? Probably take Xeon. I'd also try to prioritize forts. Creating exclaves to weaken him in future wars. Something like this is fine. Whatever. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. I am already bored. We'd have to full occupy this guy. It would be nice if Ming would actually do something useful. Like siege all the provinces. Ming has a lot of troops, right? He has 26? Dude, you make so much money. How are you so poor? Interest, 15 ducats a month. Dude, how much debt do you have? Why are you 5,700 gold in debt? What the hell is wrong with you, Ming? Also, we need to take tech. Let's flip to full legalism. We can take tech for 139 points. For those keeping track at home, 139 out of the base 600 is 23%. That's a lot of discounts. Military tech is good. Enemy dipple points. Would it make sense to do full cultures at a time since it's instantly accepted? Ming is not the same as us. This is land going to Ming. They are not the Mughals. If it were us conquesting it directly, then yeah, that's a great consideration. But $18 months for point 3 is a little bit slow. Let's do here and here and here instead. Check for missionary edicts. Already have on reduced autonomy. It's fine. Are you winning? We're certainly working toward it. We want to be spying on Spain. I want to be spying on Japan. Should probably, for now, do some counter-espionage on Mr. Russia. We're probably going to reinforce this fight. We probably lose, but we have equal tech now. It's not going to be a bad loss. We have no artillery. Oh, interesting, yeah. That is how it works now. So it used to be that you never had to worry about... You could always just freely change your artillery type in the middle of a war, because even though they would go down to 0.5 morale, it doesn't matter, because they're in the back row and they would be fine. But they did add a thing in a patch not too long ago that makes it so that our artillery lose more morale. Like, they don't just lose morale from taking casualties, they lose a lot of morale every day, and it's theoretically possible that you need more overall artillery than the full combat width to keep a long battle going. Somehow this is down to 75 war score. What happened? And also, one of the provinces costs diplo points now. Hanyang is not a core. At least his core couldn't have expired while we're at war, could it? What the hell just happened? Maybe it just wasn't a core. I didn't realize last time. Oh, it's because I'm occupying them. And so now, because I'm occupying the land, look, now it's trying to give it to me. But when it's unoccupied, it knows it's smart enough to use return core to the subject. Otherwise, you gotta transfer it. That's annoying. We do want Beijing, I think. I'm trying to keep auto siege off. It's not doing really what I want. 20 phalanges just died. Who wants to replace him? That plus Malta. Good reason to take Ottoman. Mega has minus 10% war score cost monument. So you're proposing we should do the Ottoman War ahead of the Japan War. Ottoman War, again, is a lot more work, is the concern, versus the Japan War. Japan's going to be pretty easy, I think. They only have 104,000 troops. Hopefully we have enough actual combat ships over here so that I can easily land on them and whatever, but... Can I get sailors yet, please? No, not till November. Damn it. Should spy on this guy. Should also spy on Korea, so we're gonna be fighting him soon as well. Frustration number 4. As I occupy more provinces, it keeps unselecting the stuff that, you know, I had selected. How tedious is that? Like this click interface, when you click, it defaults to seed province. I feel like if you're on the revoke or on the return cores tab, it should default to selecting it from this list instead of forcing you to like sort by name and find the province names directly. Because this, when I click here, it's not selecting it in this list as return core. It's selecting it on seed province, which still functions like return core, right? We don't pay diplo points. We don't pay increased aggressive expansion. It's doing exactly what we want. It's just, you see what I'm saying? Ottomans have the short. Yeah, they still have 37 decadence. That's an argument for going for the Ottomans first again. Plus, they have more money for us than Japan does, but... Okay, let's look at the monuments real quick. The monuments in Japan, there are 2. We get spy network construction plus 15, foreign spy defense detection plus 25. The foreign spy detection is actually kind of useful, because our big rivals, the Ottomans and Russia, are going to continue to spy on us. This gives us war taxes minus 100. That's okay. And then this is usable if we own all of Japan. All estates loyalty equilibrium. Max absolutism plus 10 means that we can turn on a couple more privileges. Liberty, desire, and subjects minus 10, sort of useful. So there's 3 monuments in Japan that I think are all reasonable. Speaking of the Ottomans, are the forts on that front all upgraded? Let's see. We've got multiple level 4 forts here. Might as well put a fort here to control this area. We already have a fort here. This is actually stated land. It would be nice if we could get some protection here for the whole thing. Like a fort in Fossa would be enough to cover the rest of this area. Although a fort in Saraf would be a coastal fort for extra fort defense. And also cover the whole area. The Saraf. You get the fort. Destroy the mosque. Who cares about mosques? I have not paid much attention to zone of control this campaign. That much is for sure. 2 forts directly adjacent to each other. Kind of silly, but we do. Let's make sure the Mamluks have a fort. We can't because, what, no building slots? He's got a trade depot, a courthouse, and a shipyard. Any chance I built the shipyard? Nope. Just doesn't have the building slots. I could dev it. What does the thing in the Korean capital do? That one is advisor cost minus 20. This one, I don't think we can use this. We have to do a mission, and I don't think we have access to that mission. Province owner monument is enabled as a reward is one of the ways you can make it useful. Also, aren't we also at 90%? We're at 99 absolutism right now. Gonna fight us. This is our 5-2 general. That's the other thing. I'm not paying a lot of attention to where our good generals are. And our armies are just not deploying great, you know? This war is just about over, though. Yeah, I almost have his last fort here. Gotta reselect provinces again because it's unselected them, because they've been occupied. God, can you imagine if I didn't have this, the transfer? If I had to manually click here, like I'd get even more mad, you know? Somehow we're at 97 now. We're trading in China where? This army should go here. I said I wanted to spy on Korea. Delin Separatists. It's from when we lowered the autonomy. This whole area can be policed by one army. Actually, I didn't lower autonomy in that area. It means we have to fight rebels again. And he is not letting us win this fight. Pesky AI, always reinforcing. Once again, it's unselected. It's one of the provinces that I wanted. I think I had Xi'an selected. This all wouldn't... See, the thing is, if I had actually taken the time to find the named provinces in the return core list, it wouldn't be unselecting them. But like I said, you have to manually do it. You can't just click the provinces. It's so frustrating. Also, like, where's our transfer all occupations to specific subject button? Why do we have to do all the transfers on a per province basis? You keep on adding provinces to the game paradox, but you don't give us any, like, usable buttons to facilitate easy freaking UI and UX and control. Mad. Match. Alright, stake Diplotech, and then we want to flip back to full the other way. Do this click again, so we might as well. Let's go. Lose one absolutism for this, whatever. It's fine. I'm gonna go back to full the other way. Stab only costs 10, so we might as well do this click. We'll sack one professionalism to make the click bigger. Turn off that click. We'll go back to full legalism, back to full mysticism, and then bump stab back up to 1. Is it cheaper via return core? The cost should be the same. There was, and I believe still is, a very noticeable issue in the second era in particular, where if you have the age bonus for war score cost versus other religions and your subject doesn't, then it depends on whether, if you occupy the land and you do return core, then it's you asking for them to return core and it uses your war score cost versus other religions. But if you transfer the occupation to your subject and then you do the cede province click, it's still justified and it's still the correct thing, but in that case it'll use the subject's war score costs because you're ceding the land to the subject directly, you know? I believe it is still an issue. It's theoretically possible, like if our subject had diplomatic ideas and they had province war score cost minus 20% from diplomatic, that it would affect the war score cost. I feel like they've been trying to cut down on some of that annoyance, but I'm pretty positive that it's still not perfect. That makes sense? He lost control of a fort. He's gonna actually make me like full occupy him, isn't he? Annoying. Stop resisting. Did we ever figure out why we weren't paying Diplo points for non-co-belligerent that one time? I've not been able to reproduce it since then. I have no idea why that happened. I cannot find a way to reproduce. Like, there is no steps to reproduce that I can come up with. And I don't have a copy of the save at that time, but it was weird, right? You guys saw it. It wasn't just me. I'm not crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but not in this case, right? Here, let's just test to see if this changes the war score cost of the province. Right now, it's showing a war score cost of 5.77. And it's actually being 6%. I can't remember if the game keeps track of fractional values. Like if I have two provinces that are both 2.5, if it ends up going to 5, or if it rounds both the 2.5s up to the 3, and then you pay 6. It's another thing that's probably not too hard to test. Let's do that right now. 5.85 and 7.28. 7.28 plus 5.85. Try to find two that are like very close. 5.28 plus this one, 7.28. So this is either going to be 13, or it could be. It could treat this one. It's, you know, it's showing 7, but it's actually, I think it actually costs 8 to take it. No, it's actually taking 6. Oh, that's because that's the 6th one, right? So yeah, it says 5.28, but it actually costs 6. And then this one is costing 8. It looks like it is rounding each province war score up to the nearest integer. So why does it say 7, you know? Why not say 8? You think it does keep track? Well, unless... Let's just... Okay, I'm going to walk back. We know that these two should be worth... how much work do I really want to do here? Does it matter? It does matter, but there's nothing I can do about it, you know? What I really wanted to test was, like, if I give this back to me, we do have... Do we have any kind of war score cost versus other religions at all right now? I don't think I do. Province war score is one of the names. E. I don't believe we have any modifiers to it at all, because we're not in the second era and we don't have diplomatic ideas. The other one's called war score cost versus other religions, and it's W. And I don't think we have that either. And I can't check Ming's modifiers, but... Let's find Beijing in the list. Beijing has a listed price of 12. Our admin efficiency also affects province war score cost. It's 12. And by 12, what they actually mean is 13. Sorry, it's 12 overextension. Is this seeding it to us directly, or is it giving it to Ming? It's giving it to us. See, this is strange. Like, this shouldn't work. I'm not paying Diplo points in a Reconquest war to cede land directly to me. Reconquest makes it allowed to do core return and the conquest of other provinces. Is it only doing that with the war goal, though? Yeah. With the war goal, it's no Diplo points. Or conquest. Weird. If we do return core... Instead, that is showing 13 war score cost when it's controlled by us. This is further modified by minus 20% for the cost of taking a province. Where's that modifier coming from? How is this math actually working? 17.7 war score cost is the after effect thing. We've got 5 plus 30 plus 6.44 plus 41.44 plus 16.41 minus 0.21, minus 21.75, and then admin efficiency is reducing the cost by 49.9%. But how does the admin efficiency formula work? To be honest, I do not know how this math works to get the cost down to 17.7. From a 77 base cost. 89 total versus 89 total versus give it to Ming and do this. Yeah, it actually is less war score. God damn it. So they're forced, if you want to play optimal, you gotta use the return core button. So dumb. $14 war score for that versus... And does it matter who controls the province, is the other thing. We're at 13. If I control it, and I use return core, it is still 13. Alright. Buildings increase province war score cost? Apparently, yeah. Alright, let's frickin' go through the list manually. In the end of the day, it's probably only going to give us like an extra... I don't know, maybe 10 war score, possibly. I mean, if it ends up being one extra war score cost per province that we do it on, then it's enough to matter, you know? Linguo. Gotta sort by name, otherwise we're never gonna find the damn things. Q. You can even see right there, 6 versus 7. Interesting. Ming's admin efficiency modifies this by 20.7. Not on core turn? You're right. Sorry. You see how tedious this shit is? My god. I was wondering why I was showing up in the lists all of a sudden. Whoops. Wooding. Is this engaging gameplay, Jimmy? Are you enjoying this? What's this one called again? Bingu? Thing has cores all the way around there. I kind of want to take the whole coastline. Aicheng? Something like that? No? Aicheng. Gaizu. Thing has no cores on any of this, do they? No. Okay. Calming. I wanted Xi'an, remember that. And there are other cores all the way up to here. We could like snake our way up there to like cut him in half and try to take more of his centers of trades and stuff. Take his forts, so he has to rebuild them. Where are his forts? He's got just one here. Can he have a core all the way up to there? It's only a level 2 fort, but sure, why not? Let's snake. You find this to be calming. That's interesting. I find it to be tedious. Any other forts that you have? We're already taking Beijing. We're definitely getting more, right? I did have like some of these selected, but I didn't have any of this, so it is giving us a lot more clay. Question is it worth the real life time and tediousness, or should we just take what we can and just do a second war later, you know? I think somehow Ming doesn't have a core there. I don't know how that happened, but... Need L. Luong. Haifeng. Damming. Has a lot more clay. And the nice thing is that if you do take the time to do it through this stupid interface, occupations won't unselect it anymore. So, I guess we got that going for us, which is nice. Watch Arumba click offer, clear offer. God. It's important that we don't like reload the save. It doesn't save your settings, your saved piece deal between reloading the game. That's way too complicated to keep that information in the save file. The save file is like millions of lines long, but there's not enough room, you know, to include your current piece settings. Piece offer. I never did my manpower click because I was waiting for prosperity here, which we have. Bum, 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 bum. Gain yearly prestige +1. I think we're comfortably sitting at 100, so no thanks. One of you tributaries, give me prestige. We're to be struggling on Diplo points at the moment. Let's get all of these guys on Diplo point generation again. Still need to build a lot of centers so kids can read good, but I also need to stockpile cash for the monument upgrades. I am definitely looking forward to not having any tributaries to mess with in the future. We should be drilling. We're at 79 war score. God, I feel like this war is taking absolutely forever. Like, why are you making me occupy your whole country? I'm just trying to return cores peacefully to our subject, like, you know? Hopefully that's enough. Alright, well that one's done. Did I just see that Ming has the balls to be mad now? You have the balls, sir? I just returned so many provinces to you, you stupid bastard. You know? Placated rulers not capped. Let's do that a little bit more. And then just get the favors back, or the stuff back from the tributaries again. Tributaries are very useful, they're just a lot of tedious clicks, you know? Like, the way I would love to see this interface work is... I feel like there should actually just be like a... Okay. How would I do this? Instead of having all subjects in one big list, trade companies, vassals, personal unions, colonial nations, tributaries, all that shit, there should be a button on the bottom for subjects of each type, right? So you'd have vassals, marches, these personal unions, whatever, like, or maybe it could be a drop-down list. It could be whatever, you know, just, you could filter the types, and then instead of having to go to each and every individual tributary, there should be like a button that says, set all tributaries to Diplo focus, set all tributaries to manpower focus. And then when it comes to like demanding artifacts, you should be able to see like which ones can I demand artifacts from. I shouldn't have to click on them to check, right? Like, again, this is kind of like a, this is like a tooltip in a way, because I've got to select the individual country to see it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bum, 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 bum. We're already at 100 prestige. Okay. We are at peace. We can demand some clay soon. We're at 57 point something crown land. I'm motivated to get to 60% for the extra reform speed. So let's do some development clicks wherever it is cheap. Oyo has no prosperity yet. We can wait a little longer. This one also is in the same state. Papangu. Prosperity? Not yet. Wait a little bit there. This song is pretty. What song is this? Land of Admiralty, peace. Pretty. Shortcut. Is that enough to get to 60? Not even close. We can afford to have the autonomy come down a little slower and run some dev cost here. I would really prefer to be doing Diplo dev though. Good focus dip. How many rival schools have we eradicated? Probably none, if I had to guess. That's just something that's going to happen automatically when we get to the end of the very end. Move towards legalism by 5. Get manpower recovery speed plus 10%. We'll just do that. Trade League of Japan has disappeared. Okay, these guys are all going to Beijing. 2 transport fleets are going to go to adjacent provinces up there. I'd probably check out Ming's like zone of control, though his economy is complete trash, despite having 1,000 provinces. Sorry, 1,000 development, 1,003, 87 provinces. Still can't believe he's 6,000 ducats in debt. Land of Admiralty, yep, I just checked. I think it's very soothing too. Alright, so next war, I'm gonna do this one hopefully quickly. We're gonna fight Manchu in Korea. We're gonna take a seed province off Korea so we can get a claim on Japan. Eliminate this guy. No diplomats to send. There are rebels in Ming down there. Is that my problem? Should I deal with that? How annoying. On our truce with Mr. Jampur. We have no truce. Alright, that's kind of higher priority. We want to get the achievement, or the missions done. Makes us fight Ayut Thaya, who is another one of our tributaries. Kind of annoying. We're going to continue to lose them, because he's going to keep on allying them. Annoying. Time for Diggy Dig. Why? We're not playing any dwarfs right now. I'm gonna focus on this because this is my plan, and I want to get those monuments, I think. Jimmy, actually, a question for you, because you seem to know more about the Decadence thing with the Ottomans than I do. When does the Ottoman Decadence negative fort defense thing go away? Like, am I losing my opportunity here to prey on this? How much longer will it last? Use great power influence to break alliance. Might work. Bum, 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 bum. We can't see if it'll work. We've got the check marks, the useless check marks for favors, but we don't have a check mark to see if you're allowed to. You need a diplomat to open the sub menu, and then yeah. You would break it. Okay, we can keep them then. Cool. Does that change my feeling about declaring this war? Yarkand comes in. We need a province off Yarkand. Gujarat comes in. We have a truce with Gujarats until 53. I do need his land eventually. Does he still have centers of trade that I care about? I think I took all the centers from him. But we could take these two and get more trade power from the big company investment that I did. I also need to do the trade company investments for trade steering. Start to increase our outgoing multiplier a lot. Mughals is now increasing outgoing value by 9.4. That should jump up, I think, on the monthly tick. I don't think that updates instantaneously. Yeah, to 11.9. Bigger multiplier is bigger. Okay, sorry, it has a constant uptick otherwise. Decadence is not a disaster, it is a ticking thing. There is a disaster at 100. Okay, let's just read about it, so we have the answer forever. Decadence. Decreases every month by... Oh, so is it like the Russia thing? Can the Ottomans... I forget, didn't I play the Ottomans when Aelitz came out? I think I may have actually used this thing, but we didn't play into the third era, so we had minus 50% decadence gained, and therefore... Okay, so they're going to have it forever. Unless the disaster happens, does the result of the disaster remove decadence, or does it continue to happen? At 100 decadence, they do a thing. Progress halts. Starts. Power struggle of the Ottoman Empire. Dark times are ahead. Remove the country modifier, Ottoman rule. While the disaster is going, decadence is frozen at 100. If they have done a mission, Mansoor army, bunch of other crap, then they get this. Remove the modifier, weakened the harem. Enact government, modernized Ottoman government. Else reorganized. But I don't easily see like what those governments do. I'm guessing decadence will go away after they get rid of the disaster. Okay, so we should keep an eye on it and see if decadence ever gets to 100, because that's when we're going to stop being able to take advantage of it, right? Sounds reasonable to me. I hate how that happens. This is like Arumba whining about something note number 6, maybe? How many have I whined about today? Do you know? When you have an army that's marching as a black flag, like, and then it gets on black flag and then it just like forgets its order, like, when it becomes on black flagged, if there's a route available to the location you had told the army to go to while it was black flagged, wouldn't it make sense for it to continue going that way? Especially if you still have military access through the way that you were just walking. Like, armies constantly get left behind. Oh. Okay. Just had to get that off my chest. Again. These dudes actually have a lot of troops, 35k. 121k for him. Our army is in flat terrain, but it's our 6-5. They're on tech 20 to our tech 20. So this army is definitely going to lose. They have a 3-star general. And shoot, 461. Fighting for 12 days and retreating then. Yeah, we lost a lot of artillery there. Moving in with only 1 stack is a little bit too aggressive. Manchu's still a horde? They are, so they have flat terrain shock damage advantage. Be somewhat careful and send over a full army. Bum, 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 bum. Stop resisting. Our artillery just broke, so we're gonna retreat already. Let's get another trade company investment, trade steering. Yeah, it's a lot of Koreans up there. Yeah, you gotta admit. But we do have a lot of troops here. I'm a little worried that we're not gonna have... Oh shit, did I never remember to ask for sailors? I didn't. Did I? Jimmy, you let me forget. Give sailors, please. God, each heavy is 600 sailors just to have them. Ugh. Inland's, galleys are effective up here. Why don't we build some galleys to protect the transports instead? I don't like how long it takes to build, though. Gross. Bum, bum. 500 days. Screw that. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to actually get onto Japan, but we're gonna try. Give these guys a couple months to recover, and then we will move forward with the full might of our forces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 stacks over here. That should be enough. Do we have any defensive terrain we can fight in? There's just a level 1 mountain fort. Hey, it's the next era, and we spawned it. Wow, that's actually lucky. There's a lot of manufacturers in the world, but we did spawn it. Huh. Where did it spawn? In Kismayo. Alright, that's cool. The government reform progress is fantastic. And purchase our last age bonus. Remove devastation. Are there any places with devastation where that would make sense to turn on? Oyo has a lot. But that's not my land. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great, Jimmy, if the devastation map mode worked like other map modes where... And also, wouldn't it be great if they went back to the old fort map mode where you could click on it and look at a specific country's perspective instead of the whole world all the time? and wouldn't it be great if you could click on a specific country and see just their devastation so that the whole map didn't just look like whatever and I can't tell which land's mine now? Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great? It'd be great, right? It'd be great. Yes, really, there are so many clouds today. I don't know why. I think they actively made the fort map mode worse. Only level 2 fort here. This needs to be upgraded. You are not allowed to have crap forts, even though it's flat terrain, and that's not good. You can't have crap forts, Ming. Stop having crap forts. Well, rather than engaging that army, I think we do want to continue just focusing on doing what we're good at. So we're gonna move in on this level 6 fort. Level 6 forts require how many artillery for a full bonus? I believe it is 20 for +5. Move our merchant from the Lahore node up here for inland for siege ability. We're actually going after a fort in this node, but I'm gonna do both soon. Yeah, so to get the full, we need 20, and if we want to get for a +6, we'll need 24 artillery. And so we shall. Sorry about your army up there, Ming. I can see you getting killed. Unfortunate for you. Send like 7 over, just because I know we've suffered some attrition. Merchants won't be here for... Very useful. Very useful. We'll arrive here in when? "14 days. Let's grab Dr. Quacksalver to here. Pull that leader off. Reassign Anizward over here. Did you check to see if you had the God tier achievement? Pretty sure we do, yeah. Alright. Once the merchant has arrived here, we're going to tell him to be inland routes, but then also I want him to actually go here for now. Make sure that we get through this fort quickly. AI actually making level 6 forts, except for not the Ottomans. We have 18-day siege ticks here. We have 2 merchants. Might as well spy on Manchu for a little bit. It might speed up one of the mountain forts. Probably just going to knock him out for nothing, really. I want to deal with his horde. He's the one with a good general as well. Gold rush. Okay. We have not had to buy down inflation in a long time. Like, Korea does not like what I'm doing over here. Try to box him out. He also is not letting my navy do its job. Korea says no. Korea has 7 heavies, 33 galleys. We're gonna probably lose some ships here. I'm glad that we hired admirals for this fleet, though. We lose transports? We did, which means we lost troops as well. Actually, I downgraded the template to an 18018, so we're only needing 36 transports per navy. So we did lose one, but replace it. Our heir has died. We won the Siege of Girin. Our new heir is a +2 Babby. That's probably good enough. I'm gonna barrage here. Getting this mountain fort down is going to be important, I think. Actually, with his capital, he might already be willing to peace out. Now that I barrage, we might as well wait. Has our income gone up a lot or something? Why do we always have so much money lately? I've been spending money like crazy, but we keep on having money. Oh, nice. Ming has no cores or anything here, do they? They actually do. He's non-co-belligerent, but we could pay a few diplo points to just get these two last provinces to Ming. It's reasonable. Only because we have influence ideas. Bum, 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 bum. 6 and 37. Yeah, that's not exactly what I would call balanced game. Only one more mountain fort that's, like, dangerous. Well, there's a second one here, but once we have this one, we're safe to siege that one. We have unassigned merchants. We lost range up to there. Okay, that's fine. We want the merchant here anyway. Which one is it? I guess it's this guy, because he's got unassigned. Fair enough. That one is also level 6, so we're gonna need... How did this army end up with 19 artillery and 17? That's weird. Six more, plus the 18 is 24. Let's just do 7 for now, so that we actually have the full amount required. Oh yeah, we had that event, Gold Rush. Sorry, I forgot about that. Our heir is a 4442. Fair enough. Military access for Great Britain. How about no? See that the Mings are not dealing with the rebels at all. Classic, standard, fine. Let's try poking out and see if we can get blockade on here. If I see the Korean fleet, we probably hide though. It'll take a long time for that merchant to get here. Alright, we're not going to take that fight with Korea. He doesn't want to give war reps in addition to returning the 2 cores. Alright, fine, whatever. Black flagged, motherfucker. Maybe with Ming's navy, we're safe to be here. Bum, 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 bum. The barrage before that tick. 34-day siege ticks, and we have been spying on Korea. Weren't we? We only have 21 though. Huh. 21, that's it? I guess we got caught. Spy detection in Korea minus 55.9. We probably have espionage ideas. Yeah. Alright, that stack is looking a little bit exposed, and they're not messing with my fleet. So we're gonna do... Excellent Minister. Okay. One fleet goes here, one fleet goes here. We should wait for the next siege tick. Their army did just get unblack flagged here, so we are kind of exposed, but this is a flat terrain fort. We're gonna have you auto-transport to over there, and you are gonna auto-transport to here. Actually, we're gonna just straight up boat bomb him. This is a coastal fort. Hopefully he's not gonna go for the 42 stack in the mountains. Rebels, build a great mosque. Build a manufactory, build a manufactory, build a manufactory. These all take so long. I will build a regimental camp here so that it's 9-month agenda instead of a much longer one. I don't want to wait for a manufactory, they take forever. Okay, they don't appear to want to fight my army in the mountains, so that is a good sign. This army did not do what I expected. We have 20 infantry in that army somehow. Got some of the galleys popping out. Take it? Nice. We'll just chill here till this one falls. We have no higher amount of siege pips. 19-day siege ticks here are pretty quick. Has a level 8 fort. Damn. I don't think that this will treat it as if it's a real level 8 fort, though. It's a level 6 fort with 2 other modifiers. It's got the Tripitaka Koreana defense +1 and then the capital fort +1, but if 2 different modifiers add up to the next second integer, I don't think it requires more artillery. Could be wrong about that, but I'm fairly sure. His navy doesn't want to come out, so that's a good sign. Send the galleys that have popped out over to further incentivize him to not do it. The required artillery is actually 30. Instead of 24, it does increment up. Interesting. Did not realize. Well, fortunately for us, we have extra artillery, so we'll send more. Another 5 from you, and another 2 on this one, just to make sure that we're over. Now Ming has more rebels, classic standard Ming. Alright, from Korea, we just need a seed province over here that borders Japan so that we can get claims on Japan. These provinces have a ridiculously large amount of development. Good lord. 17 dev? 17 dev in the hills? He's got a 33 dev mountain? Dude! Korea's going crazy. He's improved his mountain 30 times. Dude. Calm down, Korea. That's a lot of development, man. He's got how much total dev? 644? That's impressive, man. AI does not normally dev that much. Korea has almost as much dev as Japan. Do you not improve all your mountains to level 33? No, I don't. You like fighting Korea nowadays is harder than fighting the Ottomans since Korea's stuff is centralized. They have a tall boy Yeah, I mean, they've got a very, very good defensive position. I love playing in this area of the world. These two provinces for forts, like... Oh, this one's behind a river. Be better if, like, these two were not hills and they were actually mountains, but... So I was gonna say, let's take a low-dev province so that it's not as expensive, but they're all expensive. I think we want something on this sea tile. I think we take that province, even though it's expensive. And of course, you're going to give war ups and money. "27-day siege takes. We're doing fine on military points. Let's go ahead and barrage both. I want to get done with this war. Almost caught up on our missionary stuff. Ah, I found a level 4 fort. Noob. Look at this guy, not even upgrading all of his forts. Despite having 33 development mountains. He's retraining. Doing the best he can. I don't think our navy can actually beat their navy. 7 heavies, 33 galleys. We have a 3-3 admiral. We have a 5-5 and a 6-2. Are those the best admirals? Pretty much, yeah. A few more galleys have popped out. Probably don't have to full occupy him. Is that negative 160 right now? Nice thing is, look at the supply limit. 33 in the mountains? That's not bad. Six. I'm low on artillery here. Yeah, I don't really want to fight his navy. How about we just dock up? Maybe we... Nah, we're too slow to dock up ahead of him. Well, I guess we're fighting him. Naval combat width is 66, so we've got 30 engagement width from the 10 heavies, plus 13 makes 43, so some of the combat is being done by transports. That's not really where we want to be. But... yeah, I don't know. The fact that he didn't want to fight me makes me think that our navy might be better, but... no, we're losing ships. Oh, that was easy. Actually, this needs to be under my control so that I can take it. Negative 13 reasons. His navy is following my navy. Let's hide. He says no. Say goodbye to glorious, prosperous Korea. He's got perfect zone of control though, so it's going to come back pretty quick. Except for up here. Aha. Scorch Yarkin. Yukjin, just to mess with him. It'd be silly, but we could do it. You actually wanting to fight my navy? Part of the reason that I know my navy's not going to win is because we have no sailors to reinforce, so all of our ships are quite damaged. 22 days siege ticks. I think we're actually fully caught up with our conversions now. Four plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 6. Please don't kill my navy. Alright, he'll agree to a deal. Let's take the deal now. Bye. We are going to want to convert this, but let's core it first. We can actually centralize state. I mean, I don't care about the development up here. It's going to be part of a trade company, and it saves me monarch points, so sure. It'll also make the conversion easier. Changing template is not under your control. I can't use the template. Oh, it's because I don't actually have enough infantry here. Right, gotcha. Okay, we can now get claims on Japan. '51 spy network for the next state. And it looks like I need to actually go over here and, you know, win the war again. It's our subject Ming somehow can't take care of Jin. And he also has rebels and he can't take care of those either. Get a little disappointed in here, Ming. Here, let's auto-transport one of these to here. No, not my stab. What am I going to do without my stab? Oh, I'll just, you know, spend 10. No big deal, right? Great Britain wants our help in a war? Alright, buddy. Whatever. Why are we friends with Great Britain anyway? Ming, why do you have unrest everywhere? 2.5 unrest, like... He's all, I have liberty to desire unless you placate me, but also I can't keep my own country under control because I'm bad at the game. Stupid subject. I have war exhaustion. Wow. Why don't you have innovative ideas? Then you wouldn't have war exhaustion. Dumb Ming. Do either of the transport fleets have 39 transports? They do not, so... Whatever, they can just stand there and drill for now. We lost 20 ships. God damn it, Great Britain. Fuck you. My ships are like derelict pieces of crap that are about to sink, you know? Why'd you call me to this war? Well, because you wanted my ships to sink, right? This guy's not going to allow us to piece him out while he's got an army. I have to go actually occupy or kill him. I'm not going to pay any attention to your war, friendo. Friendo, Great Britain. Ming can go away. So we can Oops. Instantly win the war. And he is ready to say goodbye. Good. Interesting how he's willing to say goodbye when we don't have full occupation of him. Bum. And now Ming has the balls to be disloyal again. Alright, I'm gonna reload the save real quick. And stretch my legs, but I think we're gonna try doing a war with Japan next. We ended up with claims on all of that. There was a culture group over here. Is it it's the all Japanese culture that we need, right? To get the Japanese group one? Which one was it? It's not gonna show up in the list until we have at least one province. Right. Right. Korean can give us idea cost -5. And conquer the rest of Korea. Get these armies balanced again. Oh, we just have no infantry for that stack. I did lose a couple troops due to losing ships, so that might be why I'm having a hard time getting the armies balanced properly. Yeah, let's just, one's correct. I don't know, someone's gotta be missing artillery, right? This one. That's what happened. Give your 2 infantry back. Give your 2 extra artillery back. Everyone's happy. I'm not actually at peace, am I? Forgot about the Britain War already. How many ships does Japan have? And how annoyed am I gonna get? They only have 6 galleys and 8 heavies, actually, so we're gonna be totally fine to get on there. Hey, Pancake, how you doing, buddy? Either way, let's reload the save. Japan is +10 morale. Yeah, but we can't conquer all of Japan in this war. This war is gonna be to get a beachhead, and I want the monuments, but it might make sense to just take everything I was able to get a claim on in this war. Or in this, from that angle. If you have a limited amount of sailors, what's naval capacity supposed to represent? That's a great question for Paradox. I don't know what they want it to represent. I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be right back, 1 sec. One thing that's interesting, I do want to mention before I forget, is that I was looking at some of the viewer numbers over the last, like, week, and even though this run is arguably a lot harder than, like, any other run we could be doing, people are watching less. There's fewer people watching. Like, what's... Like, why even do achievements that are like this if you guys don't, like it, you know? Weird. Or maybe it's just because I'm whining too much. That could be true. Later starts for sure. It's not just I mean I've had 2 days in the last week that were early starts. So it's not that I'm streaming late every day or something. Who is this guy and why does he exist? Stateless society. Okay. So, let's get you over to here. Apparently we have access there, so we can just walk. I actually want to transport. Supply is 65. Let's auto-transport 2 stacks there. Bum, bum. You can go down to like here. You can go over to, say, here. Let me guess, Ming still has unrest everywhere, if I'm not helping him suppress. And of course, we're still in a war, so he can't deal with stuff. That's 52,000 troops on one of my islands. Kind of rude. Can I just, like, get out of this war? War leader is Palembang. Maybe if we roll our navy down there and blockade him, I could just, like, white peace. Did Great Britain cause... I think Great Britain just caused me to lose some of my tributaries, too. Pretty sure we had more tributaries down here. Stupid bastard. Of course you would. Of course you would. Japan had no allies when I first looked at it, but now... Well, this is an opportunity to maybe take Malta. Malta has a fort or not? No fort. We could just ask for that as part of the peace deal. Viewers are a fickle bunch. Maybe viewers had their fill of EU4. I don't think so. I think that there are people who want to watch EU4 every day. I mean, Glory War is still getting more overall viewership than I do in EU4. He has been more consistent over the last few years, and he's got a completely different playstyle, so there's multiple major differences between us, but there are plenty. There are thousands of people. In fact, there's an interesting statistic that I noticed. Let me show you. Over the last, let's say, week, I don't think there's anything on here I can't show you. Alright, so look. Average viewers overall is like 598, which is not my favorite number to see, but it is what it is. But look at that, there's like, out of the 600 that are normally here, there's a lot of you. There's 4,000 unique viewers, there's, you know. That means that a lot of people come and go and don't leave the stream on the whole day, and, you know, total 36,000 unique viewers. It's interesting. It's a much bigger number than I expected it would be. Oh, Flory's doing a one-sitting TTM. He's doing that again? Why is he doing that? Why does he keep doing that? Stop it, Flory. That's not good for your health, man. Well, I guess we just go. Nice. For some reason, Japan is one of the countries that doesn't like to upgrade all their forts. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Haha, we can make Portugal fight Spain again. That's funny. Let's do it. This is a lot of crap going on in the world right now. I am not a fan. Also, I wanted to pull the Navy down to try to get out of this other war that we're in, so that I could stop getting pop-ups about that kind of crap. 102,000 Japanese soldiers. We need to get ready to drop another 2 stacks off ASAP, so that we don't get pushed off. don't have a 4 siege ship guy there. We should. I don't have control of the strait right this second. Reinforcements are coming. We just got a quick little naval battle. Nope, we're gonna not do we are gonna do a naval battle. We're not gonna do a naval. I don't know. Are we or aren't we? We are. Okay, 100,000 troops now. Good. We have control of the strait. Only level 2 fort. Let's grab a 4 siege ship leader instead. Can't pull that infantry off, so that's fine. You're gonna go take the non-damaged stack. We're risking stab loss if we use our king, but stab loss is sort of irrelevant to us, isn't it? Not really a fan of them using the boats to do that, but that's fine. Might have something to do with mindless blob mode, yeah. See, look at that. This stupid war that Great Britain got me called into just lost me 46 ships. Because obviously I can't be bothered to pay attention to the war. I should have just declined the call. Let's attempt to send a fleet down. Get a blockade on Palembang's capital, Straits of Johor. Great Britain is trying to win, but I really don't need allies anymore, you know? Aside from asking for sailors. I like money. We have 18k again. Unfortunately, the monuments that Japan has, I think, are not land I was able to get a claim on? Not true. We can get this one started. That's good for this war. But I am going to wait for full claims on everything, I think. I do need a navy in that sea tile. We are losing ships again, of course. This is a horrible idea. Bum, bum, bum. At least we have an admiral in charge, but we're probably going to lose even more. Bum, bum, bum. I just want to leave this war, dude. I don't want to be part of this. Ah, screw it. We lost 7 galleys, 2 light ships. At least we didn't lose the transports. That's all I care about. Just want to be able to move the damn army around. Kyoto may be worth the points. Well, let's see how much we can actually take. Take land from Spanish Brazil. Interesting. Portuguese, that's right. Calling in Portugal actually brought in all of this. It would be nice to get some colony, like get our own colonial nation down here going. But we can't demand land unless it gets occupied. And I think Portugal's going to lose and then peace out. So it's not really reliable that we'll be able to take land from him. Also, I can't demand Malta unless it gets occupied. I think we just come back and fight Spain again later. I don't really need Malta, you know? So if we take just the clay from Japan that we have claims on, We would like this culture block. So it makes sense to take these without a claim, just to complete the culture. And then the other two monuments are in Kyoto. And the Kyoto one's pretty good too. Kyoto's got 33 dev. That'd be over 100% war score. It's gonna be difficult to get Japan to agree while Spain is in the war. Maybe we can surrender land to Spain in Portugal so that I can get to 100% war score with Japan easier once he gets occupied. That might work. We lost a general. Who shall lead? True head hat. True head hat. Yikes. We prefer more siege pips. This is a level 6 fort. So I'm gonna create a template for dealing with specifically level 6 forts while having inland routes active. Boom, boom. Not that that's gonna help me much, actually. I still have to pull them off separate. Do you think it'd be better so I can get this culture accepted? I don't think I can get all of this culture if we don't do the other one. It's gonna take multiple wars either way. Better to at least get this one. Poor Japan. They've just been having a nice play tall game as well. Then we show up and ruin everything. Bum ba-dum bum bum. Bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum. 9.8 missionary strength is pretty good. I do want a trade company up here, I think, so we're gonna do state but not full core. And we can run missionary strength while we are getting that done. As soon as it's done, we'll make it into a trade company. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Level 1 capital fort, I see. Bum ba-dum bum bum. This is a slightly dangerous siege, so let's make sure we have a full stack there. That army can go there. Bum bum. Bum bum. This fort will fall when 17 days siege ticks is pretty quick. Kyoto just fell. Here, sure. Here. We want to get claims on Korea. Might as well. We can take tech. We have too many monarch points. Gain stuff. Okay, sure. Probably get started on that siege as well. Don't like when my armies get all, like, balanced weird, you know? Like it when they're all nice and equal. Back up. That is on this sea tile, it looks like. Is it? No, it's this one. That is an interesting path to take. Okay. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Somehow I only have a 2-seat ship leader doing this. Whoops. Good job, religious center. Bum, 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 bum. Has Spain occupied lands in Portugal yet? They have. Can I surrender to you for Portuguese land? Bum, 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 bum. Concede colonial area to be part of the offer instead of Algarve. Because we have the colonial nation, he's going to make it, like, impossible for me to get him out. Do I even care, honestly? What if we just let him kill our colonial nation? I really don't think I care about this thing. We're going to end up conquering all the land eventually anyway. And if it allows me to make all future wars with Spain easier at this point, like, I could practically end the war with Japan right now if we just give up that colonial nation. Bum, bum, bum. See if there's any other Portuguese land that he would say yes to. Prefers Cape. Ongoing battles. Do. Well, let's wait and see if maybe after some more occupations, he does actually want Algarve, right? No, he doesn't. No, he's unwilling to take that. He's only willing to take his vital interest crap. It's annoying. Spain, are you gonna make me actually come over there and kick your ass again? I have no armies except for these here. You're annoying, dude. I need imperialism, CB. We need tech. 2 techs away. God, everything's gonna get so much simpler when we have tech 22. He doesn't want us to annul his treaty with Great Britain. He prefers other things. He says he wants it, but then when I click it, he says he prefers Cape. So I can't do that one. I don't have a navy on this side. Our navy is really far away and definitely weaker than Spain's navy. We have access to the Ottomans, though. We could do what we did before and just walk around and go siege down the top of Spain. I guess that's what we're gonna do. How dumb is this? You go there. This army can... I guess I can just have a weird number of troops, it's fine. You're gonna go here first, then you're gonna go to here, and you're gonna go to... here. And if we're gonna go on that nice big long walk, let's make sure we've got good maneuver on these guys. It will take him until June of 54. A little over a year to get all the way to where he's going. We could spend military points. We could forced march. Movement speed bonuses are... I don't think we have a global bonus to movement speed right now. So we're just going based off maneuver and the full drill. It'd still be a lot of military points to walk through all that land. Probably best that we don't. Spain, why you gotta be so annoying? End overlordship over Lanfang. Get rid of one of my tributaries and lose 2,000 ducats to get out of this British war. I'd rather keep focusing on Japan, please. So I feel like this is just genocide. I feel so bad for them. You know? This army can go up to here. Dr. Park Salvar has 4. Yeah. It is very satisfying to kind of like wash across Japan directly like this. I completely forgot that we had the Manufacturers Institution spawn and we hadn't embraced it yet. I'm fine with paying whatever amount of money, I don't really care. Did I just cap out all my points? How much over were we just now? Shit. Well, that's rather silly. Guess it's time to do some dev clicks. Papangu. We have prosperity now. We got that going for us, which is nice. Oh yo. Prosperous. Just grain. Even with just grain, I still think we... Well, grain's only down to 1.37. Focus on the mill clicks in this one. And in this, this is a reasonable trade good, so... Walk back all of the expanded infrastructures now that we're done. Shortcut. No prosperity here yet, but... Wow. It's down to 22 cost and it doesn't have a center for kids to get read good yet. That's surprisingly low. Let's build centers for kids to get read good everywhere. I know I have a monument to upgrade soon too, actually, potentially, but we want to get those done at some point. Main his armies in West Africa. What, this one? I don't really care if they have troops in Africa. Nothing really to be protected down here. We have some forts. They're level 6. They'll hold for a while. Keep them distracted. He's also still got a large number of armies in his home area, so I kind of want him to leave his home area so we can quickly siege him out. I swear it used to be possible to, like, force them to take land if you just gave them 100%. You know? That doesn't seem to work anymore. Which culture bonuses do we have from Diwan? We have currently no bonuses yet. You have to assimilate the entire culture group, not just a subculture, so... Where is Diwan? Trade conflict versus Gujarat. So he just truced out, or peaced out with us. We do have some claims on him. He is guaranteed by VJ. I want to get... more missions done. I feel very scatterbrained again in this campaign. This navy needs to advance up to here. There's too many things to do. Do our Muslim piety interaction. Okay. Just make sure stab is still super cheap. It is. Back to the other side. Get our stab back. Easy clicks. Easy manpower. Actually put us over the manpower cap. Enemy invasion. Oh no. Island bang. Dude. He does not like how things are going. Where are the armies that are marching all the way to here? You have the... You should have the higher maneuver guys so that you stay in the lead. And we want Crown Snow on that one. Alright, June of 54. Still like 9 months or whatever away. Long, long march. It's just the rebels lost one of our admirals. Look at all these frickin' rebels for frickin' Ming, man. Why? Why do you have so much unrest? Buy down your war exhaustion. Have no... Yeah. Blah. Maybe it's my fault for when we had forced him to become our religion. Maybe that's why he's got so much intolerance. He's got guaranteed dhimmi autonomy, but, maybe somehow he still has low religious unity? Or he's got reduced tolerance of heretics and heathens from something? I don't know. We have a disloyal subject. Let me guess. Ming? Max placate already? That fixes it. Means we also just lost all of our piety. That gets us on the route toward negative piety. 0.6 per month, pretty fast. Those monuments are useful. Their stab back up to 1. We don't have 100 legitimacy because we're not fully strengthened. I'm willing to buy this up once just to get to 100 on the dot. All right. We have a 5-2-3 air. 2. That's a +1 Babby. +1 Babby's not very good. I don't like +1 Babby. No more available stuff. Also bestow gifts on people, though. I would like as much prestige as I can get, please. Thank you, tributaries, for doing your job. Granted, our prestige would have come back pretty quickly on its own, but it's still nice to just always be at 100. Alright, what are we doing? 2 more forts up here to deal with. Let's, go over here. Go over here. 18th, 19th. Put this admiral here instead. 14th and 20th. How do you have tributary mechanic? We started the game off as Pate, which is a tribal monarchy, and there is a tier 1 government reform for tribal monarchies that allows you to have tributaries. So before we became the Mughals, we created a bunch of tributaries, and then when you become the Mughals, you don't lose those tributaries. Tax modifier, yearly corruption, positive legitimacy. I would like to move toward mysticism faster, possibly. Sure. Whatever. Stop trying to get in our pants. We don't want to roll marry anybody. We have too many relationship slots. Of course, they're fighting my navy that doesn't have the admiral. But of course. Alright, so with Spain, how much effort do we actually want to put into this? I'm pretty sure even if I offer him 100%, he's not going to say yes. His reasons for white peace are -48. It's going to be difficult to get him to agree, especially because he's still got easily a couple 100,000 troops back in Iberia. And I'm only sending over 2 stacks. 2 stacks will do a lot of work. We'll probably get through the forts very quickly, but I am not super convinced that it's going to be easy to get Spain out. '83 war score to take that whole culture group. I suppose it's possible that we can get, possible we get Japan to unconditionally surrender once they're full occupied. Maybe. And then I don't have to actually deal with Spain. They have 2 or 3 provinces in Siberia. Oh yeah, you're right, they do have a couple provinces up there. You are correct, sir. Let's... Oh, this army is really weirdly composed. You get these armies rebuilt. You need 6 more artillery. Let's just steal those from this one. And you can go here. We're going to regroup those. We've lost the Siege of Granada. That's fine. I don't care. Let's get another admiral. It is nice having admirals in charge of these transport fleets. Who shall lead? Have so much money? We don't have that much money. We're kind of poor, actually. NCEA Garoth. Not. God, I cannot type. Let me just try that again. NCEA. Lowercase Garoth. Boom. 5 maneuver. Ooh-wee. We're not even an economic hegemon yet. That's why I feel like we're kind of poor. See, we're in Japan. Yeah, they have a couple monuments that I want. But we're killing them. Okay, don't really need the spine work on Shun anymore. Don't need a spine work on Manchu anymore. I do want more claims on Congo. Although we could just wait for imperialism to clean them up. It's actually quite reasonable. Gain 15 army tradition or gain professionalism. Well, we actually could use the professionalism, so we'll do that. Have all of these armies, all three of these, go down to the area that we're going to end up owning. Although that's going to cause a little bit more devastation and stuff there, but it's okay. One of our armies lost? Ah, I see we've arrived. And we had a leaderless stack. Fantastic. And we're just shattering to here? Why would we shatter to just there? God. Well, this is why I don't want to deal with Spain, you know? Like... I see. Portugal bowed out. And we are still allied to them. I think this army's gonna get stack wiped right now. I can't tell it to walk because we have no morale at all. At least we have a general. Yep, wiped. Cool. Thanks, Spain. All those beautiful Rajput regiments just got their asses kicked. Kind of silly of me, honestly, to send over only 2 stacks, but that's all that we have easy access to right now, you know? So this army is in hills with that other stack nearby. I think it's going to get killed if I stay here, so we're gonna go hide. He just has his entire army here still. The war with Morocco was easier because it pulled all of his troops south. There will be a few troops down here, but not many. What if Great Britain pieces out Spain and gives them Granada? What? How would Great Britain piece out Spain? They're not at war with Great Britain. That's Spain. And we own Granada. What? I don't understand, Graceville. 2 islands in the south are unoccupied? Hard to tell what is Japan and what is not. You're right, he's got a province here. It looks like he just has that one. See, I'm actually afraid to like try going down here because of the navies of the stupid British war. Like, all right, let's just peace out of this thing. Bye, Great Britain. Also, until further notice, you are not allowed to call me into wars, sir. I don't want to be part of it. Buy some of the trust back. Ryukyu? Ryukyu's occupied, isn't it? Oh, I didn't actually occupy it, did I? I just demanded it for the peace deal. And you're right, that island as well. Alright, so we'll have this stack go to that tiny little dumb island. We'll have this stack go to this tiny little dumb island. There are no available transports, right? So I already sent the other navy. Send it down to here. To get to 100% war score from direct occupation, it will take 5 years, I believe, total. Which is a long time to wait for a truce. Alternatively, we can... I mean, it'd be better if he unconditionally surrenders, because then we instantly have 100%. We'll see. Where is the Navy? What are you doing? 38, 36, like, why aren't you... Go do it. Oh, I probably lost military access. So it, like, bugged it out. This war would have been so much simpler if, he had just not allied Spain. I wonder where the Spanish army is actually going. Is there any way that we can actually get Spain to leave us alone? He's not willing to suggest an offer, so... God, I don't want to have to march 200,000 troops into Spain again. But I think I have to. I just don't have that many armies over there because we're doing all this other stuff. The two new ones that I just printed are going to be completely undrilled for a long time. Yeah, if we do go all the way over there, we get Malta out of it, which does help a little, but that's not much. We could choose to just continue sitting in this war without doing the peace deal, you know, and eventually 5 years will go by, and during that time, just go do other wars, like Ottomans or Jumpers available now, still. Crown land's up to 61% now, it's decent. I assume that we have our Center for Kids Who Can't Read good here now. That is a nice, cheap price. Would prefer to have a level 3 Center of Trade in here. Good state. It's a very, very good state. Both of these states are freaking awesome, actually. How are we doing on governing capacity? Totally fine. Getting Malta? True. We could actually like instantly upgrade Malta if we peace out Spain first. And that would make the war score cost cheaper with Japan. I already clicked that. I really don't want to do base tax here. We have too many admin points. Way too many admin points. Need to conquer more clay. Japan. Let's see. I have everything he owns occupied that I can see. That is all occupied. This army can walk back down to here. I don't know what this fleet is doing, so I'm going to just... Come on. Do it manually? It's like failing to go down there for some reason. Add a stab. Yeah, it's not unreasonable. Very cheap. But it is nice being at 1, so that we only pay 10 admin points when we're doing the Pate flips and stuff. Are you guys ever gonna land? Probably faster for me to... we'll just land in Japan. It'll take a month, whatever. Spain is on high enthusiasm. I'm not sure if I missed the move order for any of these, so let's just tell them all to go there again, just in case. It could also be inefficient to just take tech early. We have access to furnaces, which is sort of silly because you can't get furnaces built until you actually have the Enlightenment. So it's weird that you get access to the furnace on Tech 21, right? Because the Enlightenment doesn't happen until 1700. And furnaces can't be built on anything except for coal. Okay, game's running like a chunker again, and it's probably because I'm training a lot of troops, and we're in a major war with all this crap, and Britain's still doing their big dumb war. And of course, Victor's getting a little bit old. It's always a factor. Make sure we got our best guy over here. Also, I think that was the general that was in charge of this. No. Okay, Spain must be doing something with their troops. Maybe we poke in and just take a peek at their forts again. Let's have Dr. Quacksalver go and try. You need to go there, and you can go to here as soon as the transports arrive. Stay siege over there, sure, whatever. There's a fort over here we can actually siege and get some more score against Spain directly, potentially. Nope. They haven't left. We're seriously gonna get double stack wiped. Both stacks that I sent over here are gonna die. Of course. Of course. Shouldn't have left that mountain. What is up with the Spanish army, man? 119% discipline versus our 120. They have a morale advantage. It's just that, I think it's their artillery modifier. 3.4 artillery fire is just huge. You know, they do so much damage. That is one of the strongest national ideas in the entire game, honestly. That's why with our 10,000 hour custom nation, we did things like increased cavalry shock and increased cavalry fire and whatever. Insanely strong. It's fine, I didn't want that army anyway. We're just getting practice. We're getting our army tradition back to 100, you know? Well, you tried your best, Dr. Quack, Zalver. Replace the army. I guess because of the situation we're in, we're just gonna have to allow for 5 years to pass, or we could just peace out with Japan for less. Maybe instead of taking any of this stuff, we just consume one culture right now, this one, and annul his alliance to Spain. He's one reason off. It's not that we can't beat Spain, it's just that I don't want to do the work. I don't want to send over 200,000 troops into Iberia just to take one province, because I don't need any of that land yet, you know? We do have some unrest. Let's hire the theologian for now. Yeah, you're right, I didn't build the new Rajput regiments. Isn't that annoying that you can't use special troops as part of templates? We have space to just retrain them, so it's fine. Turns out the Rajput regiments aren't that good. They keep dying. Like, how useful, huh? You gotta go fight Ottoman before Ming can get peace. You want to keep messing with Ming? Ming is definitely still struggling a lot. Yeah, I'm thinking we just do this. I don't want to mess with Spain anymore. Smaller chunk than I wanted, and we're not getting the monument though. Maybe we push for the actual monument. Just take this one province here in this culture. Don't take money. 32 reasons away from that. It's so hard to get war score. The ticking war score can go up by another 9. And I guess in the meantime, he might end up unconditionally surrendering now that we have all of his country occupied. It's not impossible. Man, it's so annoying. The whole goal of this war is to get the monument. Maybe trying to take this culture is just something I shouldn't do. Alright, what if we do this plus don't be friends with Spain in the future, plus anything up here that I have a claim on that he is willing to accept. There are 6 reasons away for this whole area. That also lets me get more claims on him for the next war. But the culture won't be accepted. But then we can get this culture accepted in the next war. This seems fine. He'll be willing to accept this very soon. Anyone remember, is the is the 100% thing after full occupation based on the final occupation, or based on the amount of time that you've been at war? Because it's been 3 years already. If we only have to wait 2 years for him to to go to 100% war score, it might make sense to keep waiting. But if I have to wait 5 full years, that's been too long. Then at war, based on that. Okay. I don't know. Let me. I need to get some more water and stretch my legs, and think outside of the game for a second. I'm also gonna reload it while I do that. 1 sec. Man, I find it hard, just hard to like actually wrap my head around the concept that that Floriwari is doing the 3 mountains in a single session, let alone, I mean, like, actually getting through the entire history of EU4, 381 years, in that amount of time seems crazy, you know? He must, like, never pause. Does he just, like, never build buildings, or... I don't know. How can he do it, man? How is it possible? I'm getting bogged down just dealing with this stupid fucker Spain that I don't want to have to deal with. Not that I can't, I just don't want to do it. Shit. I forgot my peace deal. Of course it did. Forgot about that. I'm gonna just take the peace deal. I'm not gonna wait for the 5th year. I want to do other wars, focus on Spain and Ottomans and stuff. Let's just be done with this crap. Crap, I just full chord that. Whoops. Whoopsie. And as far as the monument goes, we are able to upgrade it and use it right away. I just don't have any money. I like money. Let's get a little bit of money. I don't care if our crown land goes down a little bit. Pancake, why are you yelling at me? Don't have enough money. Shoot, we lost 5 absolutism cap because of the crown land falling below 60 though. Stop yelling, cat. Stop yelling, cat! We have a +1 bevy, dead bevy. Hi, cat. He did Court and Country by the 5-hour mark. And now he is at 50. How much, like, land did he actually have going into, Age of Absolutism? Out of curiosity. Let's just take out real loans in order to get this thing built, because I don't want to... Wait, we need more income. We really should be an economic hegemon by now. Oh, definitely getting the mid-campaign slump of interest for me personally, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna power through eventually. Also, again, that's kind of why I'm thinking about Filthy. All right, Flory. I can't comprehend how he could do it all in one session. It's like, how? How do you do this? You know? All of that, all of that frustration with the UI in just one session, like, wouldn't you go crazy? I don't like how this guy's disloyal, but what can you do? I can definitely see why my viewership would be lower if he's doing that. At the rate that I'm playing compared to the rate he's playing, it's like, yeah, we're kind of both doing the same thing, really. It's World Conquest, but he's going light speed compared to what I do. So I've got to, you know, play to my strengths, I guess, and we gotta talk about stuff and things or something. I don't know. No kitty, this is my burrito. Okay, let me ask you this. When Flory, I keep calling him Filthy. When Flory plays, does he actually build a center for all the kids who can't read good? Because that's the most important thing, right? We teach every kid how to read good in this game. Eventually. I am making no progress on my missions, really, at all. We need to keep going here. Autonomy. We are actually at peace. We should lower autonomy in these places. I mean, it's coming down quite quickly anyway, but... I'll lower it there. .3 a month is very fast. Too hectic? Interesting. He goes hysterical. He burns it all, so there are no kids. Did he flip to Horde? Alright, Ming. Only has that many more returnable cores. We're waiting on one more truce with them. We need to attack Delhi again. We need to attack Jampur. Gotta deal with this stupid alliance chain. We were looking at breaking up Ayutthaya's thing with great power influence. He no longer considers us to be a rival, apparently. Get a few more claims on Japan. This area is Kinai. You think Spain's gonna ally Jampur now? Well, hopefully our diplomats get back in time. We can declare another war. 2 armies here. I don't know. It's probably not enough to beat Jampur. I need more money. Need more regimental camps. We just need more troops to make things easier. These armies are all also super low on drill. Be nice to get that built back up. So we can like rotate the armies around. These guys should merge, and then I'm gonna auto-transport them somewhere else. One of our dudes didn't want to do that. Auto-transport over to, say, here. Don't like getting spammed with relationship offers. It'd be nice to get rid of a relationship slot or something. Just get rid of... reinforced cost is sort of useful. Alright. Yeah, the problem is asking a random country for military access. They end up thinking that you want to be their friend, and then you get offers from them. Also, people don't like us very much. They don't want to give us access. He's mad. Wants our provinces. Alright, this will work, though. I should declare this war now before the situation can change. We have a kind of insufficient spy network built up here. He has upgraded his forts, some of them, to level 6. Let's go take care of the secondary participant first. See if these armies are actually built out yet. These are all of the new Rajput regiments, for the most part. Alright, let's have all three of these just march over here. I'm gonna need to just start playing, like, directly, more direct and more aggressive, or I'm gonna go crazy dealing with these things. It would be nice to actually have manpower, I will admit. But we had to kill those children. We just had to. Dan's gonna go take a chunk now. Spain is going to attack Tondo. Is Tondo? Tondo's not our tributary, is it? No. I'm not sure if we can do sailors from Great Britain again. I forgot for a while, and then they're at war, but also they don't have enough opinion of us right this second. The truce is up with Mewar already. It's already been 5 years. Wow. Orissa comes in, Jalavad comes in. These are 2 permanent claims. We're going to get more permanent claims after the first set of missions, though. Ah, so this one, yeah. I guess we should attack him while... Maybe we use him to reset the truce to jumper so we can go a little bit faster. That makes sense to me. We will do that. Hang on you. Level 6, level 6. Any level 2s? There is a couple of level 2s hidden here and there. Got 101k troops, he's on tech 20 to our tech 20. We have no, like, crazy military advantage, so a single stack like this is not very strong. Let's actually just auto-transport the rest of the way home. Hopefully it's not going through that open sea tile. And group these armies up more. Assuming we have access. If I can get access through a doll. Let me insult Ethiopia. That gets us the ability to get access here. We have not enough prestige. I've already maxed out bestowed gifts on him. Trying to find someone I can get some prestige from, please. That's too expensive to buy down. All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it early today. I'm gonna have a shorter session today, and I'm gonna try to go to bed early and do a more of a morning stream, because I'm just not feeling it right now. I don't know. I need to pace myself. Let's go hang out and watch Flory. I want to see the change of paces between what I'm doing and what he's doing. I can't comprehend that he is able to do it, so I want to see some of it. I'm gonna raid. Let's raid him. With our massive viewership. Wow. Prepare. He just finished. Well, damn it. Horrible timing. I'm still gonna wrap up. Alright. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning.